our resident parenting experts, John and Kendra Smiley, joining us this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Should we get straight to the question?
Let's do it.
All right, here it is. Even though my son is 3, he doesn't talk well and it's hard to understand. He gets angry and I have a difficult time disciplining him. Help. So what do you think?
Well, it's hard for this child if he doesn't communicate well. And so I would encourage this mama to stop and to relax and to have a whole lot more patience than she wants to have so that she can try to understand this child. Just yesterday, John and I spent some time with one of our sons, and his 18-month-old daughter talks a lot, but it's in a foreign language.
Right.
I only speak English and Pig Latin, and it's neither of those. And so it was difficult, and I'd sort of strain. Now, the good news was her mama was there, and so her mother would translate for me, but it is very frustrating to a child.
For the adult and the child.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. So this mom, the first step is to take every effort to try to understand, and hopefully then, as she becomes better at understanding him, that he'll be more patient with her, too.
Right, and I think the other thing that the mom probably, maybe has already checked, but if she hasn't, to check, and that's physical difficulties. Because a lot of times a hearing problem will then translate into a speaking problem. And so if she hasn't done this with her son, you know, the frustration level might be there because he can't hear. I know a lot of times as a school teacher, there would be a child that's having trouble with their studies and they couldn't see the blackboard back in those days, or the whiteboard, or whatever it is right now. So it's the same kind of concept here. Having trouble speaking, but it might be a hearing problem. So check those things out and you might be able to help your son in that regard. And then, like Kendra said, patience is so important here to be with this child. And then when it finally gets down to it, okay, that child still has to mind. The child still has to behave. You can't allow not talking, because kids even use that as a manipulation sometimes. And so mom still has to be mom, she still has to be the parent, and the child still has to mind. But again, like Kendra said, you have to be patient as you do it, but still be the parent when it gets down.
And as you build that relationship by being more patient, because I have a feeling maybe she hasn't been in the past, then a child typically is more responsive to the boundaries that you set as an adult.
All right. Well, like you said, definitely probably need to check with your physician, see if he's on par with those developmental points. But patience is key, it sounds like.
It does.
All right. Well, thanks so much for the advice. And if you have a question for the Smileys, send it over to their website, parentinglikeapro.com. And if we answer it on air, you'll get a free copy of one of their books. Thanks so much.
Thank you.